Hello everyone. It's Wednesday. I think we just got done having a nice beautiful storm last night. Pretty wicked one. Good winds, high winds. We heard a few snaps here and there, but I'm not real sure all what came down. But anyhow, it is now a clear, pretty day at the moment, so we're going to take advantage of it. And I am going to clear this cattle panel and get it moved out of the way, so that way I can start working on getting this old hugelkultur that is like right here, that goes all the way down that direction, and then try to work on this one that's right here also. But right now the main thing is just to get this cattle panel out of the way. 5 minutes worth of work here, and then I'm going to start redoing all of the pathways right here. As you can see, there's a pathway with some start of the wood chips, but I want to continue on and get all the way back on around, all the way around this garden area. So for right now, I'm going to go ahead and get to that. All right, now that that's all cleared out of the way for the moment, I'm going to set it off to the side. I need to get these pathways done, these wood chips out of the way. So while I have the nice pretty day, I'm going to go do that. All right, I'm back. Did a couple loads here. Take a walk with me if you want. Anyhow, I got all the way up to here and back in through, and then all the way around. Excuse me, I'm walking here with it. Anyhow, I got it all in through here, all back up and through there, and then that was the original start spot. I know it doesn't look like much, but I've got probably a good I'd say probably 6 to 8 inches of wood chips laid down here. And that, again, is just, it helps build up my soil and keep it to where we can walk through here without just being in complete mud. The water table is super high. So anyhow, this helps. Try to do it just in the pathways. And as it breaks down, you know, I mean, it's changing the properties of the ground below it from the clay. So this material will break down and it just makes it much more fertile. I do this over a grand long time. This is not fast. This is actually 10 years and I still have a problem. Over time, it's still, it's still clumpy, and you can see I still got wood chips down under here that is built and it's still clayish. I don't know if you can feel, but this is still a lot better than what it has ever had been. And see, you can tell over here, it's still, we're getting there. We're getting there. It's just over time. The darker it starts to get, the more, it still breaks and clumps and acts like clay, but it's getting better. We're starting to get a lot more of the worms in here. As you can tell, worms, if I didn't cut them in half. But anyways, it's working. It's just going to take some time. We're making progress around here. And I hope we can continue to make progress. I've got to break this all down and take out the wood from the hugelkultur here. So you can see there's wood right in through here all the way all along. And that's just old logs that I cut up in rounds and dumped inside here. And then have been adding compostable material over time, as well as perlite and vermiculite inside here. So one to retain, one to help loosen up. We also do biochar every year through the entire yard. I have collect biochar throughout the entire year, and then come spring, just like it is right now, we'll go and put the biochar all down. So on top of the carbon, on top of the breakdown from composting of the wood chips, the biochar, we also get blood meal and bone meal, and we lay it all down. And then we just let nature do what nature does, and that's over time break things down. It helps. It's not a fast process. I want anybody to think that this is just a cure-all, or to do it in this particular manner. This is just the material we have here. It's available. My circumstances for this property, we have so much standing water that there's really not much else I can do. I could probably do this whole dig up and French drain this, or put in rock material, but nature does a better job than I could ever do. So let nature do what nature does. This is a little project we're going to do right now. This is the asparagus, and this is that time where I need to get it cut. All right. Now I just need to go over to my wood chip pile that's been here forever, and I'll take you with me real quick and see if I can't screen me off some compost. I just finished off this pile. That was the original pile before they just loaded me up yet again. But anyhow, those are all, these all forward here are all recent. This one though, that's tucked in back behind here, this one is 100% 3 years old. So it has broken down immensely. Yeah, let me fix this here real quick. I'm not sure what happened to my made screen, so I'm just gonna fake it. We're going to just put this hardware cloth over the top of my cart. Product plug, unintentional, but anyways, so I'm just gonna lay this hardware cloth right over the top of the cart, and then start putting the wood chips in compost over the top and sift it through, and we'll just get enough so that way we can put onto the asparagus. feed them. So on we go. I'm no movie producer, so you'll have to forgive all of the vibrating movement and craziness. By trade, I'm an electronic technician, so this is kind of a new thing, and I don't have all of the gyroscopic controlled camera equipment and sophisticated. I'm using the Walmart special here, so bear with me. All right, that will be that. So we got it all cleaned up inside there a little bit, as you can see, and got some wood chipped compost. This is not your typical compost. This is broke down wood chips over 3 years, so yes, it's more of a mulch than it is quote unquote compost, but it's broke down enough to where it has enough food. Installed the lines going across, and I also went ahead and tied up the grapes. They'll need some more pruning and adjusting, but this will get them started. For the moment, I got this side, and we also got this side all done. This one right here is a smaller and more pruned plant, but we end up getting them over here, so it'll be another year or two before we can get the reformation set up properly, and then they can, you know, cross up on these lines like they're supposed to, both top and bottom down here. And then Jasmine over here keeping an eye on things. Anyways, that little project is done for the today. We got a bunch of other little ones. One of the bigger ones is going to be to clean out the greenhouse. That one is going to be much more of a task, and we're about ready to get some more cooler weather. But anyhow, I got to clean both the missus and I got to clean all this mess up. It's just been a wreck. And then on the inside, we also need to clean this mess all up. It's keeping the plants going though, and that's all we care about. But it needs to be straightened out and fixed up again. Brought back to norms. This is not normal. Anyhow, the apple is not doing too bad. I mean, we've got this right here is the Spitzenberg, and I probably ought to go ahead and tie this on down and that one on down. So let me go ahead and set this over here real quick, and I will go ahead and take care of that right now. That's that. And as it gets older, I'll start untying some of these ones that are back. You can see that now.